Hello guys, so today we'll be talking about the JavaScript array methods. Remember your methods. Methods are the actions that you take. Okay, so let's say you want to push your car. What action will you use to push that car? You want to stop your car, you want to open the door of your car. What actions are you going to use to do all those? So here we have the array length, we have the array to string, array at, we have the array join, array pop, array push. We have the array shift on shift, delete, concat, copy within, flat, splice to splice, and slice. Okay, so let's go ahead and for the first method, we have the length method that returns the number of items in your array. So the length property returns the length size of an array. So when you say fruits.length, it's return the number of items in your array. So here it's returning 4. It's returning 4. Our array length is 4. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 items in our fruits array. Okay, so we have banana, orange, apple, and mango, 4 items. So let's continue. We have the toString. The JavaScript toString converts an array to a string of comma-separated array values. Okay, so the JavaScript method toString converts an array to a string of comma-separated array values. So we want to convert the items we have into string. You just convert it to this comma-separated group of values. All you need to call is the fruits to string. This is fruits. It's an array. When you say fruits to string, it will convert to a string, and then you can assign it into the inner HTML of any elements. Here, the user elements to the ID of them. We have the array at method. The array at method was introduced in years 2022. We use it to get the element of an array. So when you say fruits at 2, you want to get the element to the index of 2. So 0, 1, 2, it will be getting us apple. Okay. So can you see? Remember that your array index counts from 0. So this is 0, this is 1, this is 2. So when you say fruits at 2, it will return apple for you. Here they used fruits with square brackets 2. This will do the same thing. They said bracket notation returns an indexed element from an array. So let's see what fruits at 2 does. So fruits at 2 also does the same thing. Okay. All right. Okay, so they said the at method returns an index element from an array. At method returns the same as the square brackets method. The at method is supported in all modern browsers. Okay. So they said many languages allow negative brackets to access elements from the end of an object, array, or string. Okay. This is not possible in JavaScript because the square bracket method is used for accessing both arrays and objects. So object minus 1 refers to the value of key minus 1, not to the last property of the array. So the at method was introduced to solve this problem, which means you can use the at method with your negative index. You have to start from the back to count. Okay, start from the back to count, which means we can say minus 2 here. So with minus 2, it will return orange for us. Fruits at minus 2 should return orange for us. Let me see. Fruits at minus 1. Yeah. So can you see minus 1 returns mango? Let me see what's minus 2. Okay, minus 2 is returning apple. Minus 3 will return orange. So it's starting from the back. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Okay. So the JavaScript array join. The join method also joins all array elements into a string. Okay. So you want to join elements into a string, you can now specify the separator to use. It behaves like the toString, but in addition, you can specify the separator. So it just simply joins on arrays into a string, and then you can specify your separator. So if you don't want to use asterisks for your separator, you can specify that the separator you want is a forward slash. So you're going to have forward slashes. Okay, so let's continue. Popping and pushing, very important. Popping is used to pop out, and pushing is used to pushing. So they said when you work with arrays, it's easy to remove elements and add new elements. This is what popping and pushing is. Popping items out of an array or pushing items into an array. So JavaScript pop method removes the last element from an array. So when you just run your pop, it will remove the last element and return the remaining. So let's see. Can you see when you pop, it will remove the last element. When you run your fruits again, you see that that array no longer has that last element. It's as if that last element has been removed. Okay, so that's what pop does. It removes the last element from an array. Fruits.pop, that last element is no longer there. When you now call your fruits again, you see that you have only 3 items. So the pop method returns the value that was popped out. So let's try this. When you want to return the value that was popped out, when you call your fruits.pop, you see that it returns the element that was popped out, which is the last element. Okay. But when you call the fruits again, you see that that element is no longer in that fruit. All right. So the array changes. The array has changed. That element is no longer in that item is no longer in that array. When you want to push, you want to add an extra array, you want to add an extra uh, item into your array or extra element into your array. So when you say push kiwi, it will add kiwi at the end. Okay, so when you try this example, you will see that you've added kiwi into your array. At the end of your array, kiwi is added. That's what push does, and then your entire array changes. So you have an additional element or additional item in your array. Okay, so we move ahead. We have what we call shifting. So shifting is equivalent to popping, but working on the same element instead of the last, on the first element instead of the last. So when you want to shift, when you want to remove the first element, you use shift. It removes the first element of an array and shifts all other elements to a lower index. So the shift method returns the value that was shifted out. So when you use shift, the first, just like pop, the first element is removed. Pop takes out the last element. We have on shift. On shift methods as a new element to an array at the beginning. So this is the inverse of your push. Push will add an element at the end, while on shift will add an element in the beginning. On shift method returns the new array length. Okay, so the on shift method will return the new array that has been formed. So okay, so can you see it's returning 5. So the new array length is what? 5. All right. Changing elements. Array elements are accessed using their index number. So array index starts with 0. 0 is the first element. 2, 1 is the second element. 2 is the third. So when you say for 0, assign the new value. Can you see? Your banana will change to kiwi. Can you see? So your banana changes to kiwi because you've assigned a new value to the element with the index of 0. When you now call your fruits, you see that your first element is now kiwi. So you can call it element or item. Okay, elements of an array or items in an array. Okay, JavaScript array length. We talked about array length. So when you use your array length, you can add a new element to an array. When you say fruits.length, the fruits.length is always one number bigger than the last index. Okay, so that's why you to add it as a new element, but at the end of your work. Your index here is 0, 1, 2, 3, but your length is 4, which means it will add kiwi as a new element in this array because there's no element in the index of 4. All right, we have array delete. Using delete leaves undefined holes in an array. Okay, so it's better to use pop or shift to remove elements. So using delete is not recommended. We have merging arrays, concatenating arrays, end to end. Concatenating snow and ball gives snowball. Concatenating arrays means joining arrays end to end. So let's say we have 2 arrays, my girls, my boys, and you want to say my children. You now assign my children to my girls.concat my boys. So this will give results to this. It will list out all your children in your array. So you can see it will list out all your children in this array. So it's listing Cecily, Leon, Emil, Tobias, Linus. Everybody is now here as your children because if concat, you said my girls does concat my boys. This is my girls. You don't just add them. You don't just say my girls plus my boys. Okay, you say my girls concat my boys. Okay. All right, note concat method does not change the existing array. It always returns a new array. So the concat method can take any number of array arguments. So you can say array 1.concat array 2, array 3, array 4, depending on how many arrays are available. Concat method can also take strings as arguments. So when you say concat array 1.concat Peter, so just add Peter to this array. So let's see copy within. Copy within method copies array elements to another position in an array. So you want to copy array with an index of the elements with an index of 2 to 0. So it will take apple and push it to the position of banana. So let's say they said copy to index 2 all elements from index 0. Okay, so we are copying to index 2 all elements from index 0, which means banana will be taken to the position of apple. Let's see. Copy to index 2 all elements from index 0. So banana, orange, banana. So can you see that banana has been sent to this position, but it will still retain its banana will still be here, but the former index, the person here that had the former index, which is apple, will be replaced by banana. Okay, that's copy within. So, but the original element will still be maintained. Okay, so we have a copy to index 2 the elements from index 0 to 2. So can you see? You can copy to index 2 every index from 0 to 2. So from 0 to 2 means banana, orange, and apple will be copied to apple. So apple will be replaced with banana, orange, and apple. So let's check it again. Let's check this example. So can you see? Copy to index 2 every element from 0 to 2. So 0, 1, 2. So before we had 0, 1, 2. So we're going to take banana, orange, and apple and paste it here. So we have banana, orange, apple, banana, orange, kiwi, and papaya. So we'll take 0, 1, copy to index 2, elements from 0 to 2. So it will replace this with only banana, orange. It will replace apple with banana, orange a second time. And 0, 1, 2. So copy within copies array elements to another position in array, overwriting existing values. Copy to index 2. The elements from index 0 to 2. So have banana orange, then kiwi and papaya. Okay. So let's say the copy within overwrites the existing values. Copy within does not add items to the array. Copy within does not change the length of the array. Okay. So let's talk about flattening an array. Flattening an array is a process of reducing the dimensionality of an array. Flattening is used when you want to convert a multi-dimensional array into a one-dimensional array. So the flat method creates a new array from a sub-array element concatenated to a specific depth. So we have an array that is two-dimensional. We have an array containing 3 arrays with 2 elements in each. Okay. So when we say array flat, let's see what happens. When we say array flat, we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So automatically, it brings out everything in these 3 arrays that are in this one array and flattens it to a one-dimensional array. Further support supported by all. Splicing and slicing. Splice method adds new items to an array, just like your push. Slice slices out a piece of an array, just like your pop and shift. So let's talk about splice. Splice methods can be used to add new items into an array. So when you say splice at 2 and 0, what does this mean? It means that the first parameter defines the position where the new elements should be added. Second parameter defines how many elements should be removed. So we want to add 2 elements, lemon and kiwi, as position 2, but we're not going to remove any elements. So we're going to have banana, orange, lemon, kiwi, apple, and mango. Let's see. Banana, orange, lemon, kiwi, apple, and mango. Got it here. We splice at position 2, which means add these 2 elements at position 2, but don't remove any elements. Okay. That's what the 0 is talking about. Then you now talk about the elements you want to splice. So we have splice method returns an array with the deleted items. So when you have 2 and 2, it means splice at position 2, but remove 2 elements. So let's see. So the removed items are apple and mango. When you run your removed is this. So whenever you run removed, it gives you the items that were removed. It changes the entire array because the array now has only banana, orange, lemon, and kiwi. When you run your array, which is your fruits, you're going to be having banana, orange, lemon, and kiwi. Splice is used to remove elements. So you want to remove one element at the position of 0. And you see, this is the position where you want to remove the element. You want to add an element. Splice is used to add elements. Okay, but the thing is that you're adding the element at the position of 0. You're removing one element, but there's no new element you want to add, because here you need to specify the items you want to add. Okay, but here there are no items specified that you want to add, so you end up removing one and nothing was added. Okay, so let's see. So can you see you end up removing banana? Okay, nothing was added. You ended up removing banana, but I can still decide to do this. I can still decide to add purple. So I can still decide to add purple and run. So you see that purple has been added. But if you remove this, if you don't choose or put in an item to be added and you run this, you're adding an item at position 0 and you're removing one item, but you don't specify the item to be added. When you run, you see that it's as if item was removed. Okay, that's spliced for you. So we have the array to splice. It is a method to slice an array without altering the original array. So when you want to add an array without altering the original array, you use it to splice. The difference between to splice method and the old splice method is that the new method creates a new array, keeping the original array unchanged, while the old method altered the original array. So when you say to splice, you see that you can still call your original array. Splice is months to spliced. So when you call spliced, it's going to give you this. When you call months, the months array is still there. So when I call my months, you discover that my months array is still there, showing January, February, March, April. Okay. What the slice that is used to remove a piece of an array or an element or an item in an array. So when you say splice 1, slices out a part of an array starting from the array with the index given. So it will start with the elements with index of 1, which is orange. So it's going to remove orange. Okay. So it's going to remove orange, lemon, apple, and banana. So it will slice out from that position. It will slice out everything from orange onwards and return a new array for you. Okay. So slices out a piece of an array. Slice out a part of an array starting from elements with index of 3. So it will give us apple and mango alone. So let's see. Can you see it's giving us apple and mango alone? Okay, let's continue. So the slice method can take two arguments, which is 1 and 3. The method then selects elements from the start argument and up to, but not including the end argument. Okay, so this method selects elements from the start argument and up to, but not including the end argument. So when I want to slice out 1 from position 1 and end at index 3, it means I'll slice out orange and lemon, but I will not slice out apple. So what I'm going to have here is orange and lemon. Okay, it does not include the second position. Okay. If the end argument is omitted in the first example, it will slice out the rest of the array. So when you want to slice from 2, to slice out orange, lemon, apple, and lemon. We're able to call automatic to string. JavaScript automatically converts an array to a comma-separated string when a primitive value is expected. This is always the case when you try to output an array. These two examples will produce the same results. When you say fruits to string, it will give you comma-separated groups of array of values. When you also call fruits, it will give you comma-separated group of elements. Okay, to give you the same result. Okay. Searching for arrays, when you want to search for items, we'll cover this in the next tutorial. We'll have search, sort, iteration, const. So we'll see how we can search items in an array. We'll see how we can sort items in an array, and we'll see how we can iterate. Okay, iterate means going through something, items of an array, to go through items of an array and to do something in those items or elements. So see you guys in our next tutorial.